Welcome to this explainer. Today, we're diving into something I know we've all experienced, that absolutely incredibly frustrating habit of replaying conversations late at night. Because apparently our brains just love to do their absolute best analytical work when we desperately, literally just need to sleep. If you're someone who likes to figure out the why behind the weird things your mind does, well, you're absolutely in the right place.
So, let me ask you, have you ever found yourself just wide awake, staring at the ceiling at 2 in the morning, feeling completely trapped? And the crazy part is, you're not worrying about a massive deadline tomorrow or going over your to-do list. No, you're obsessing over something you said hours earlier. Maybe it was just a passing comment at lunch or, a slightly awkward goodbye. But your mind just keeps running the tape backward and forward, examining every single possible angle.
Well, psychology tells us this actually isn't just your brain engaging in some random midnight torture. In reality, it's acting kind of like an obsessive detective. It simply refuses to leave a social situation half-solved. It sees an open loop, and it is determined to close it, no matter what time it is.
Section 1. Decoding analysis paralysis.
Society loves to slap the label of just overthinking onto this midnight experience. We constantly tell ourselves to just let it go, basically treating this replay loop like it's a personal flaw or some lack of mental discipline. But the reality is actually far more structured. You aren't going crazy. You are experiencing analysis paralysis. Your mind is actively seeking a solution to what it perceives as an unresolved puzzle. It's essentially an active search for meaning.
Now, in this specific scenario, analysis paralysis is basically a state where your brain outright refuses to leave a social situation half-solved. I mean, think about it. Our brains are literally designed to close loops and find patterns. That's what they do. So if a conversation felt even slightly ambiguous, your brain hits a roadblock. It just loops the available data over and over, trying desperately to find a definitive answer that makes sense of the entire interaction.
Section 2. Hyper-self-awareness explained.
Okay, so what exactly is the tool your brain uses for this late-night investigation? It's something called hyper-self-awareness. And this isn't just basic everyday self-reflection. No, this is the intense habit of meticulously dissecting every single word you spoke, every tiny gesture you made, and every little pause you took. And why? To see exactly how you came across to others. You are basically putting your own social performance under a high-powered microscope.
Let's look at the exact psychological loop that keeps you awake. It goes like this. Step 1, the interaction ends. You go home, everything seems normal enough. Let's say a waiter told you to enjoy your meal, and you accidentally replied, "You too." We've all been there, right? Well, step 2, your brain covertly logs that completely mundane interaction as half-solved due to the perceived awkwardness. And finally, step 3 activates at 2 a.m., dissecting every single word to check how you were perceived. Suddenly, an ordinary, everyday misstep transforms into a high-stakes puzzle that your mind absolutely insists must be solved right then and there.
Section 3. The observation trap.
The tragic irony of this whole phenomenon is that you become so trapped in mental observation mode, so incredibly busy analyzing the interaction from the outside looking in, that you completely rob yourself of the ability to actually enjoy the interaction in the moment. The intense drive to solve the social equation just totally takes over the joy of simply being a part of it. You aren't really present, you're just observing.
So, I want to leave you with this final thought to take away from our explainer today. The next time it's 2 a.m. and your brain pulls out its giant magnifying glass to review that one random sentence from earlier in the day, will you recognize the observation trap? By understanding that your brain isn't broken, but is really just an obsessive detective trying to close a half-solved case, you finally have the power to step back. You can recognize the analysis paralysis for exactly what it is, intentionally close the case yourself, and, hopefully, finally get some sleep.